Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. We're going to get into another reading for you guys. I hope these messages help you get through your day. I hope these messages help you find your way. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing a Barney special or Sesame Street or something. And I also heard que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. That's what I heard. So there could be a situation where things are kind of like obstructed, like your vision may be obstructed. You may feel like your intuition is obstructed, depending on your situation. Like I said, don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, okay? If the readings don't resonate with you, it's okay. Just check out the other thousands of readings that I've invested into this channel, and I can almost guarantee it that you're gonna find something that resonates with you. But anyway, I just want you guys to keep the right headspace. But your vision may be obstructed, or you may feel like your vision is obstructed. I just want to tell you guys to be cautious on the road, okay? There's a lot of situations where people are, a little tense. All right. The full moon was in Aries yesterday. Okay, so members, we will be doing a reading soon on that. People are walking around outside. It's very interesting. It's very jarring just looking around. I don't like when people look around. It's like, what you looking at? What you're looking at? No, I'm just joking. I'm playing, Pisces. Okay. I want to say to be cautious when you drive on the road. There could be fog, or your vision may be obstructed in some way. Possibly the sun could be shining in your face. Use your visors, put on your sunglasses, turn on your fog lights. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that your vision is as clear as possible, especially when you drive. If you cannot see where you're going, pull over. Okay? I feel like some of you guys don't see something coming up ahead. And this could be metaphor, but there's definitely a highlight of the obstructed vision and you not seeing what's coming up ahead of you. So pay attention. There could be something on the road, or something could catch your attention and you need to pull over, or whatever's going on. I just want you guys to stay safe, okay? Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I'll be watching you when the video premieres and y'all don't like the video. And some of you members watch it ahead of time and you don't like the video, which is kind of crazy because I already talked to y'all about this. And I asked you guys, if the reading says Pisces, that means it's going to be for public views. And I don't tell members to like the videos that are just for members because it really doesn't matter. But if you're a member and you're getting early access to the videos and you're watching it and you're not liking the video, that's really kind of fucked up. Okay, because I'm not trying to be rude and I don't mean to offend anyone. You're going to take it how you want to take it, but my intention is not to offend you. But if you're a member, that means you have paid for the service, which means that you regularly watch the content, or you have some type of knowledge of me saying like the video, but yet you still don't like the video because you have the early access. And I know this could be innocent, and that's why I'm saying that, because maybe some of you guys didn't realize that you were doing this. So I don't want to make you feel bad or chastise you, but I also have to stand my ground on this, because this platform gives creators a lot of power, but it also gives viewers subsequently a lot of power as well. And the engagement that we receive on these videos is contingent upon whether it's going to be pushed through the algorithm, right? And a lot of you guys just want me to shut up and read the cards. That's what you feel like I'm here for. But I'm more well-rounded than that, and that is more minimal or constricting for me. And just like you don't want to be placed in a box, I would prefer and oblige and appreciate the fact that, if I don't try to place you in a box, you don't try to place me in a box either. So if you're especially going to be a member, because I can see the numbers, please like the video. All of you guys should be liking the video. I know it's not going to necessarily be all of you, but if you've logged in to a membership and you've paid for a membership, you have to have logged into the platform of YouTube. Some of you guys say, oh, I don't like the video because I'm not like logged in to YouTube and I don't want to give them my information. Fine. Whatever. Okay. But if you're a member and you're not liking the video, I would just graciously and politely, humbly ask you to do so, because that really does help with the engagement. And the more you engage with the content, the more it gets pushed through the algorithm. If you guys don't engage with the content and you just let the videos just roll through, you don't like them, you don't, subscribe to the channel, it really does hurt the channel, because YouTube is looking at that like, oh, this person watched this video, but they didn't like it, they didn't leave a comment, and they didn't subscribe to the creator, so they must not actually like the video. It might have played by accident, or they must not find enjoyment out of the content that creator is producing, so they're gonna therefore recommend it to less people. Now, some people will use that as a weapon. I would hope not, because I don't have any negative intentions towards you guys, but just like everybody is out here doing their best to just thrive and sometimes just survive, I would just ask for that respect, you guys. I really would. And I know this is taking time out of your viewing pleasure, but I just find it very hypocritical and contradictory that the people who find some type of value out of these readings and who come to these readings to help their situation sometimes can't even look out to help the creator. It's kind of ass backwards. So I'm going to say what I need to say. And that's what I felt like I needed to say. So like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you so much for your love and support. I don't like for things to be too serious, but if I have to get serious, I will. We're going to get into this reading. And I really do appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys who are members and who come through to see those, exclusive videos. I appreciate all of you guys who are subscribers, everyone who leaves a comment. I'm really grateful for all of your support, you guys. Okay, woman crying. Interesting. Y'all think I'm crying? Y'all think I'm on here whining because I'm asking for support? I'm just playing. Anyway, we're going to get into it, child. I just don't like confrontation. And I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, so it's awkward for me. But I really do appreciate you guys. And especially those of you who I don't have to pull your teeth and yank your arm to do that type of stuff. I'm extremely grateful for y'all. Okay, so let's see for Pisces, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God. What is the message for Pisces? Ooh, not the blame card. Leap of faith, cuddling. What is this? All right, we're going to see. Karmic spying. Hey, bitch. Okay. Karmic spying. So somebody is definitely spying. You could be spying. Somebody could be spying on you. All right. Trying to figure out who you're getting close to. We have cuddling, which definitely signifies or symbolizes intimacy. Okay. You could be cuddling with someone or getting close to someone or getting close to something just in general in your life. Leap of faith says, trust your intuition, jump off the crazy train, make a new life. So you guys are about to make a decision that requires a leap of faith, or that would indicate you taking a leap of faith. And there's somebody who's spying on you. Okay. Blame says harboring resentment, pointing fingers, whose wrong doesn't matter. And whoever this person is who's spying on you is someone who you had a karmic connection with in your life. That doesn't mean that this person deserves justice and must go to jail. It's like, relax, Sharon. Okay, relax. And I'm not talking about if your name is really Sharon, but it's a joke. There's a content. Sharon. Wasn't that Ozzy Osbourne's wife's name? Wouldn't he say Sharon all the time? Be screaming her name across the house. Anyway, there's a person who you had some type of history with, when it comes to past lives, or that's up to you to consider. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but this could be someone watching you who you had some type of history with, either possibly in a past life, or you had a connection with this person because there's some type of soul connection, or some type of maybe unfinished business that you have with this person. And if that's not the case and you don't believe in that type of stuff, it may just be a situation where this is a person who came into your life in this lifetime, in this awareness, and you guys learn something from each other. Karma is not bad. Karma is not a punishment. Karma is not your grandma getting a belt or a switch off the tree and whooping you. Karma is just an occurrence. That's all it is. And sometimes when you put too much energy on certain topics and certain things, you allow it to have power over your life. Okay, so my goal is to empower you. And it kind of feels like if you guys are in a position where you're, about to make a decision, some of you could be letting go of the blame and resentment that you've been harboring towards someone who you consider to be karmic in your life. You could be getting ready to jump off of the psycho, crazy, ridiculous, toxic roller coaster that you've been on, where you feel like this person is the reason for all your problems in life. And you're getting ready to turn a new page. You're getting ready to turn over a new leaf, so to speak. Lily pad, frogs. Okay, frogs could be significant. All right, you may felt like you kissed a lot of frogs in your life, metaphorically or literally. And it's like you don't even really care anymore about who was the problem, or why things happen the way they happened. You're just ready to move on. And if you're resonating with this, you are who I'm talking to. Okay. Because that playing, the blame game is equally reciprocal to playing the victim. Blaming people for everything that's happened in your life that's wrong, or pointing the finger at people and saying that they're the reason why you don't have this, they're the reason why you don't have that, is the same energy as if you were constantly viewing yourself as a victim, which you've realized leaves you susceptible to predators, and it leaves you powerless to predatory behavior. And a lot of you guys are in this phase of your life where you're deciding to take your power back. And I feel you, boo. Okay? Because, it doesn't help anyone or change anything or move anything forward for you to continue to blame someone, or for you to continue to point fingers at a person because of whatever has happened in your life. Because you've realized that is what gives them power, and that is what prevents you from being able to actually reach and achieve your goals. So congratulations, kudos to you. I'm with you 100%. And whatever this is that you're about to do, in order to kind of facilitate that type of mindset and energy into your life and kind of incorporate it, alchemize it, okay? Because incorporating these beliefs or incorporating these perspectives into your everyday life and how you process information, how you show up in the world, how you greet people, how you communicate, it actually, that's a form of alchemization. You're assimilating these thoughts and these behaviors and these beliefs and these perspectives into every aspect of your being, which then exudes out of you as a person and makes you into someone who is much more receptive and open and absorbent to abundance, okay? Challenges, feeling overwhelmed, being needy and holding on, take it one day at a time, yeah. And it's not easy, listen, I know I probably come off, because this is how people, I don't know how I come off, it really doesn't matter. But people have told me in the past that sometimes I come off like a know-it-all, and that's not my intention. I'm just speaking what's on my heart. And I can't control how anybody feels about what I say. And my intention is to try to help someone, or, help myself first of all, but also to help others who could be in the same positions that I've been in, or who could have the same perspectives that I've had, and sharing our insights together and coming together as like a team is helpful and beneficial, not only to you guys, but to me. Like, I'm nobody's savior. I'm nobody's God. I'm not trying to be anybody's fucking mama. Okay. I already got enough kids. I got 3 human children and I got 4 cat children, felines. Okay. I don't need no more fucking kids. What I'm saying is, I think sometimes there's a misconception, and you may experience this, and the things that I talk about are very much so non-coincidental. Like, there's no coincidence in the ADHD ramblings that you guys hear me talk about. Okay. And that's what we experienced kind of in our members reading last week. Members, we're going to be talking this evening. Okay. So whenever this video comes out and you guys see it today, just know we're going to have the members reading around 6 p.m. tonight. So I will see you guys. It's like between 6 and 6:30 is when we usually start. But in our last week's members reading, we talked a lot about, spiders and the webs. And it was a very much so a group conversation. And everybody has been on point, offering their perspectives and their experiences and what's happened to them and how it's affected them and the different things that they noticed. And we just bounce ideas off of each other like a forum. We're brainstorming. It's all this beautiful energy. And like, that's what I feel like this is. I feel like you guys are ready to experience some beautiful energy. Like, you're ready to experience, I guess, something different than what you may have experienced in the past because of the mindset that you were in. Like, if you've been blaming someone for a long time, it's not like you don't have a reason to, right? Because honestly, for a lot of you guys, you may be like, well, I'm not blaming anyone. I just want to move on and have peace. And I get that, because they may be blaming you. They may be the one harboring that resentful, 5 of Swords, I'm holding a grudge type of energy, wanting you to be the one who's wrong. And you may not care about whether or not they feel like you're wrong or not, but you may feel that frustration and feel that tension, and you feel that projection coming towards you. And the pure fact where you're like, they're blaming me for being wrong and I know I'm not wrong. It's matching that energy. Do you get what I'm saying? Where the better option and the better solution would be for you to say something like, it doesn't matter who's wrong. It is what it is, right? Instead of you responding and reacting to them, pointing the finger at you and saying, I'm not wrong. They're the one who did. Look, see, calm down. That's where you be fucking up. But when you say that's fine. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just don't think it matters, and I'm just going to move on. That's a lot more disarming energetically when it comes to the situation. Okay? That's what I feel. But it could have been very challenging because, I feel like there are a lot of things that, you've been through where people have really just gone out of their way to make it hard. Like, if the people who went out of their way in your life to make your life a living hell would have just put that energy towards their own life, they would be so much further along. And it's just like, damn, you may still be in the back of the race, but they're in the front letting everybody pass them up because they're focused on you in the back. So don't be that person. That's what I feel like what Spirit is trying to help you see. It's not going to be easy though for some of you guys, because you got to take it one day at a time and figure out what it is that Spirit is trying to get you to see. What's the message for Pisces that you want them to know? I mean, I wish I would like the video. Good golly. Golly gee willikers. 5 of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Ace of Cups. Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like this feeling of resentment, this feeling of blame, this feeling of, you know, wanting someone to be held accountable is causing you to hesitate when it comes to like taking steps in the right direction, taking this leap of faith. I feel like you have a trauma connected to a person coming into your life and trying to fuck shit up. Like when you have this memory or this traumatic experience where every time you got close to being successful, somebody would come in and mess up the situation. And it's like you feel like they're lurking around a corner somewhere waiting to jump out and scare you right when you're about to complete something or right when you're about to actually like accomplish something. Like you feel like somebody's going to sabotage or ruin some type of blessing for you. Like as soon as good things happen to you, here comes this person being hateful. And I feel like it's a traumatic response. Like it's a brain response. And I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or a psychologist. Disclaimer below. So you're trying to heal from this feeling. This may be a situation where you're excited about something and then like you had parents or siblings or teachers or classmates who while you were growing up, as soon as you got excited about, you were excited about your new shoes, your hairstyle, your new outfit that you wore to school, and you were walking on cloud nine, you know, floating through the class, just prancing around, feeling cute, feeling happy, you know. And then somebody says, oh, your shoes are ugly. And it could be a little kid, but you know, little kids are kind of mean, like, because they just say what's on their mind. And even though you may have been a young child, that could have stuck with you forever. If there was a situation where you were excited about getting a job and your parents didn't approve of the job and they had all these negative things to say, that could have been a traumatic experience that imprinted on your brain to where every time you get excited about something, it's like you put yourself down or you self-sabotage or you don't let yourself reach the fullest potential that you could reach because you feel like there's going to be somebody who has something negative to say or somebody who's going to be a Debbie Downer or someone who may even, you know, viciously try to sabotage and ruin whatever it is that you're excited about. So therefore you enter into being in this Nine of Swords energy. And you're trying to quiet those voices in your mind and, you know, prevent them from affecting the way that you experience life. What else? Oh, Page of Wands. So you're going to get some type of good news or a confirmation of something. I feel like you're examining this phenomenon within your life. Okay. Somebody may send you some type of like petty, vindictive like message or a message that like sarcasm, somebody being sarcastic. The title card and the Queen of Wands. I don't know. You might be making a decision to send a message to someone. I don't know what this title card is talking about. Not sure. It's like I'm not sure what that's about. What's the Page of Wands? King of Cups. Yeah, so it's like something about how like your image or your personality or how you present yourself already gives off this vibe of like feeling like nobody's going to support you or feeling like you're going to be ostracized, feeling like people are going to shun you for your, you know, beliefs or like people are going to have a problem with what you like. It's like showing up in a room being very confrontational and defensive. because you already feel like people are going to like pick you apart. Kind of energy. I already feel kind of like this is going away though, but it's a situation where you've had to be like on your own for a while. Like you've had to be in a position where you're kind of on an island by yourself, or maybe you like it that way. I feel like you could be realizing that you like to be, or you enjoy being on an island all by yourself. You don't really have to deal with anybody. You may enjoy being single. It's something about your personality and yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands again. There's somebody who could be offering you something or giving you something, inviting you to something. You could be getting a flyer or a notice or some type of document that kind of details maybe a dress code or an event or something going on. I feel you're looking at it, or this could be a flyer on a bulletin board. Like some apartments or condos, communities have bulletin boards with events. There's some type of event going on. And I feel like you're wrestling with going to this event, or you're wanting to, maybe think about going to this event. You feel like maybe you have to buy yourself an outfit or get something. But you know what's funny? It's like this whole event is bringing up this deeper wound that I feel you guys have been dealing with when it comes to the way you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself, the confidence you have, the way you show up in the world, and whether or not you actually do things that you enjoy, right? I feel like you're anxious about going to something, because the Ace of Cups, I feel like, was something like a blessing or an opportunity. It's like somebody's inviting you to something, or they're sending you a text message with a flyer for an event, or you see this on a bulletin board, or there could even be an opportunity at your job that says you can go and do something, or that they're looking for people for something. And I think there's something inside of you that's making you hesitate. Like, what makes you hesitate to do these types of things? What makes you stop and question yourself and second guess yourself? Because when you saw the flyer, or when you got the text, or when someone called you and let you know what was going on, which I don't think it was a call, it looks more like you're seeing something online. Like maybe you're seeing something on a social media page. You've been wanting to go to this type of event for a long time, and you never really had the opportunity, but maybe now one of your friends or your family members is inviting you to this, or, you just really want to go because it's in your area finally. And your first thought is, oh my God, I'm so excited. That would be so much fun. Then your second thought is immediately this Five of Swords. Why is that? Why is that? What's going on with that? You get what I'm saying? What's going on with that to where your second thought immediately is the Five of Swords, Nine of Swords? Is it that you hesitate and question your confidence because people have created this energy that makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, or that you shouldn't be excited about things? Is there this repetitive experience that you've had where when you get excited about something or someone, there's immediately this hatefulness that people send your way that makes you question your confidence? That's what Spirit is trying to get you to acknowledge in this situation. And if you say, oh my God, this is the reason why I do that. Yes, I do that. Yes, that happened to me, or whatever. Or even if it's like you see an outfit online or a style of dress that you like, and you're like, oh, I want to buy an outfit like that. But then you immediately think, well, my body wouldn't look good in that, or I wouldn't be able to wear that. What caused that? Who started that? Why did that start? And when you start blaming and shaming someone for the way that they've treated you to plant those seeds, immediately cut that out as well, right? Like the confidence that you had when your first inclination popped in your head, what shifted it? Who caused that shift? And then remove that to say, you know what? It is what it is. Yes, they may have done something like this to me, but I allowed it to control me for too long. I allowed it to control me, period. And now I'm going to move on to the next. What's the Five of Swords? Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like somebody always wanted you to question yourself. Somebody always wanted you to feel like there were stipulations on what you could do. Whoever this person is always wanted you to question yourself. This was their strategy to distract you from taking leaps of faith that benefited you in your life. And, you know, on the small scale, it was just about what they didn't want you to do at the time, right? If this was an ex or a parent or anyone who tried to distract you from your goals and try to block you from getting close to your goals, and they would set traps and do things to trip you up so that you wouldn't actually reach your goal or take leaps of faith, it was because at whatever time they were in your life, there was something you wanted to do that was not going to benefit them. It was going to benefit you more than it benefited them, right? But the demon or the entity that was on them wanted to plant those seeds so that you would always question yourself in that way. Do you get what I'm saying? So you think it's that person, but really it's not. It's the spirit that is roaming free without any, ability to be free themselves. They're roaming free, but they're not free, which is crazy. They don't have a body. They can't wreak havoc in the physical form, so they got to jump in people. And they resent people like you because more than likely, when they did have a physical body, however many eons and millennia has been since they did, they were more than likely thwarted by someone like you. So if they can jump on someone close to you who's very weak of spirit, mind, and soul and sabotage you in a very small way, they can plant the seed to where you start to sabotage yourself in a very big way. And that's what's been going on. And you've been blaming this one little peon of a person who's really minuscule in the grand scheme of things for something that this entity or this spirit or this negative energy has been doing to you probably for lifetimes. That minimizes your power. That minimizes the gravity of the situation to where it prevents you from seeing larger scale scenarios that could help you receive the breakthrough that you need to overcome these emotions. And you have to see that. Like, is it worth it? And there's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is trying to show you that. And even all the time and energy that you've invested into, analysis paralysis and not, like situations where you want to do something but not being able to make a decision on how to do it, and taking so much time to prepare because you're over analyzing how a situation is going to be. Just go, just do it, just have fun, just wear the outfit, step up, step out. You know what I mean? Like that's it. It's like Spirit is trying to highlight in this reading that you're getting so close to jumping off of this cyclic, fuckery that you've been experiencing. You're so close. You're so close to a breakthrough. You're about to receive a confirmation that the steps that you've been taking are paying off and the strategy that you have is paying off. I feel like you guys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now, but you're seeing good signs of things to come. And I think Spirit wants you to stay focused, but you're extremely close to being able to set yourself free from these types of things. And that's what they want you to do. The way that you set yourself free and you stop being afraid to go to that party. You stop being afraid to approach that person. You stop being afraid to wear that outfit is to realize where the root cause of your anxiety stems from when it comes to these topics, because somebody made you feel ashamed. Somebody was jealous and envious and resented you for the things that you were capable of and the things that you had the power to do. They resented you for it. They held it against you. They were being very greedy and needy and making it all about them. It was never about you. It was all about them and what they weren't able to do. Because they disagreed with you, or it didn't benefit them for you to do something that would benefit yourself. They wanted to leech because they had that entity parasite feeding off of them. And I'm not going to blame, the spiritual demons or entities or anything like that for everybody's behavior. People have fucked up behavior sometimes just because they're fucked up individuals. And that's what ultimately ends up making them susceptible to these spirits and these entities and these parasites that jump around through people. So yeah, they have a part to play. However, in order to be able to actually fully change something and fully adapt your life, you have to notice the bigger picture. You have to zoom out. You have to get a wider perspective of what's actually going on so that you can be like, oh, okay. There is somebody watching you guys who you don't necessarily see, but that harbors this blame and resentment towards you because they know now that you are jumping off the crazy train with them. You're not going to go back and forth with them, that you're trusting your intuition because they see that you're getting closer to starting something or you're getting closer to being free. They feel your energy fading away. And they see you making a new life for yourself, and they know that that's a sign that you're no longer going to go back and forth and play the blame game with them and, be petty back and forth with them. And they are sending you negative energy, but I feel like you're ignoring it. They're trying to use the connection that they had with you in the past to still gain access to you psychically, but you're ignoring it. And you can feel them in the background, but you're ignoring it. And you're focusing on the positives. I also feel like you guys are working on your confidence, your image. You could be buying new clothes or, doing something to aesthetically improve the way you feel about yourself, getting a new hairdo, maybe getting, some type of cosmetology things done. Buying a new outfit, working out for some of you guys. Some of you guys are working out. You're actually like watching, maybe you're watching a YouTube video or something, or doing some type of workout, watching someone for inspiration. And that's this person sitting here. It's like your light is shining through this mountain and they can't help but to look. They can't help but to spy. They can't help but to see, what you have going on. So because it's going to be heavy, or it could possibly be heavy, I'm not going to speak nothing over your life, but because this could be a situation where you feel it, look, cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awakening, because you may feel their heavy energy spying on you, or you may feel their resentful energy spying on you. Maybe you see them on your page, viewing your page, looking at your content, doing whatever it is that they're doing to make their presence known, in your life. They could even be reaching out to you and sending you some type of nasty message. I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, it is what it is, but they want you to kind of ignore it, but not necessarily ignore it, but acknowledge that it's not important. Okay. Acknowledge it to the point where you see it's not important, and then you let it flow away. Don't ignore it to where it's in the back of your mind and, it's just sitting there. If you want to read the message and see what they're saying as a feeble, weak, ill-minded attempt to try to bring you down from something that they have no control over, and see it for what it is, and then let it flow past you. What else does Pisces need to know? Antisocial. In your feelings, silent treatment, left out. Karmics. Look at that. Third parties, haters, learned lessons. Puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. So you have a lot of people who've been karmic in your life. You learned lessons from them. They learned lessons from you. You were here to teach each other something. That's it. That's all. They have no further importance over your life other than that fact. You've learned your lessons from these people. And now they're spying on you because they are haters. And you haven't been communicating with them. You've been leaving them out. They feel left out. They feel ignored. They want attention because you're supposed to give them attention. Because you're here to feed them energy. So says they. But you're not. Now they're confused and perplexed and feeling puzzled and disheveled. They're flabbergasted. Trying to figure out why you haven't been communicating with them. Why have you been ignoring me? Why have you been ignoring me? Why have you been ignoring me? What else for Pisces? Somebody's mad that you're protected, that spirit is protecting you. Archangel Michael says protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. They out there just talking. I don't know what they talking about. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. Okay, so let me tell you. Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. So let me tell you what's happening. This is a person who found it easy to throw a wrench in your plans. But I told y'all, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And everything that you've been through are the wrenches that spirit has thrown at you through these people, like allowing them to have access to, ruin your plans, so to speak, so that you could be prepared for things that are coming that are greater. These are little peons. They threw the wrenches. And you figured out how to dodge them. So now you're actually going to play the game and be in the real dodgeball game, doing all that fancy footwork to dodge the balls and bopping them and bop. Have you ever watched people actually really play dodgeball? It is so interesting. Like they really be doing that yoga moves, back bending and everything else. And now that you become flexible, okay, now that you've become very nimble, okay, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. I can't remember the rest of the song, but this is your training that you went through. And now someone is throwing a temper tantrum, really, because they have been trying to cause chaos in your life to remove your protection or to get you. Really what this is they've been wanting to get you to step out of this protective barrier. And you refuse to do it. So no matter what chaos they cause, it's not actually penetrating you. It's not actually touching you. You're not responding to it, or they know you're not going to respond to it. Like this could be somebody thinking, because it looks like they're thinking and contemplating how to get you to pay attention to them. And they're trying to figure out a strategy to get you to pay attention to them. It could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, maybe even a Scorpio, a Cancer, or another Pisces. Some of you, it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be anybody for real. But they're trying to figure out how to get you to pay attention to them. And they feel like the only way to do it is to be smart alecky or petty or vindictive or nasty when it comes to communicating with you, or maybe speaking about you to other people in a nasty way. Like, it's something about this person who knows that you connect with them psychically in some way. Like, I don't know what that is, but the chaos that they've been trying to cause, you haven't been responding to it. you've been ignoring it, or they know that you know, but you haven't been responding or reacting to it the way that they want you to, and it's been causing them a lot of tension. They're very stressed out and worried about why you have not been paying attention to them. And they're starting to get upset. They're starting to get upset. That's what I hear in my head. So good job. And you may feel this overwhelming heavy energy, but this is helping you gain a lot of confidence when it comes to the decisions that you make for yourself. Okay. Oh my goodness. Mirroring. Yeah. Somebody could even be doing mirror magic. Jeez. Warning again. Oh my God, you guys. Y'all think I'm being dramatic when I make the titles of these videos, but I am literally not. The reading yesterday literally was about a warning. It says olive branch, making amends, mending fences, remorseful, apologetic, righting wrongs. Warning says proceed with caution, heed red flags, choose a new direction. Be mindful of small details, avoid hasty decision making. It's those small details that I feel like are important that Spirit is trying to warn you to pay attention to and keep in mind. I'm telling you guys, you need to, I'm not going to say what you need to do because, you're grown. But I really feel like Spirit is wanting to protect you because this person wants you to step out of this realm of protection. They want you to step out of this barrier that Archangel Michael is providing for you. They want you to get out of character, get out of pocket, react or respond to something that they're doing, pay attention to them, look at it. And when I say that, it's like they know that if you don't look at it, it's going to eat you alive. They also know that if you look at it, it's going to upset you. So what you can do to combat both of those situations is to look at it, see it for what it is because of what I'm explaining to you, and let it flow so that it doesn't create tension and stress and migraines and headaches and dis-ease in your body, okay? Use your discernment. Do what you feel like is best for you. We have missing you, wanting to see you, reminiscing, watching your social media, looking at your pictures, reflecting, wanting you back. Okay. But that's only because you benefit this person in some way when it comes to re-energizing them and reanimating them. And Spirit is telling you not to kind of fall for that. Because it really feels like this person wants you to, it's like the image that Spirit is giving me is that they're on one side of the gate and you're on the other, but you're on the protected side that's locked in and they're locked out. And they want you to open the gate and step, like if you were to put a salt barrier around you, they want you to step outside. You see, look at that. Thank you, Spirit. They want you to step outside of that protective barrier so that they can have access to you and touch you. But where you are right now, they can't touch you. The frog and the octopus are significant. Somebody's going to try to call a truce. They may apologize, but they have a strategy or a plan. And they're willing to play the long game in order to be vindictive towards you. So this is the whole thing. It is what it is. Okay? What's the advice? Rebirth. Every end is a new beginning. Phoenix. You may need to, I don't know, you may have a book you want to read. Go ahead and read it. Anyway, light. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. Right. Your light shines really brightly. You see what I'm saying? Keep your inner light shining because it's helping this new beginning come into your life more easily. And friendship, cherish friendships. They are the harbors for your soul. Yeah, so if you want to go somewhere with friends or you get invited to something, go. I feel like you should go. I feel like, if you can afford it, you should even get maybe like a new outfit or a new piece of jewelry or like something that it doesn't have to be like super expensive, but something to where you actually feel good about yourself and it gives you a little confidence. Maybe you get a little new fragrance. Maybe you could get one of those scent bird things and do the free trial and I don't know, whatever you want to do to make yourself feel good. Get you a lineup, get you a shape up, put you on some press on nails or something. Whatever it is you want to do. Make your, make your time fun and enjoy it because literally, even if we do live multiple lifetimes, you're only conscious for real with the one that you're in. So enjoy this life, enjoy this time. I'm really proud of you guys who are deciding to throw all of the games, the back and forth, the tit for tat stuff to the wayside so that you can move forward and see your path clearly. I'm totally on point with y'all. We here, okay? And I really appreciate y'all for being here. Pisces, thank you so much. Please be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you gain something positive from this reading, be sure to engage with the content, you guys. It is very helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. And if you want to take it a step further and you really gained positive energy or reinforcement and encouragement from this reading, please consider donating through the PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle below. It is really helpful, you guys. And it does help the channel to continue to operate. Okay. And I can't stress this enough. I'm just letting you know that's what's going on. And I really appreciate you guys who actually take it that step further. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is below, Pisces. And I will see you guys next time. Remember, this is our circle, booze, and can't nobody get in. Let that motherfucker be outside on the other side of the gate. Bye.